You're on! Matt? Matt? Has anyone seen Matt?
Haven't seen him this morning.
Where is he?
Dunno. Why don't you give him a call?
Okay, you better have a good reason.
Hello, this is Matt.
Matt, where are you? The show's already started.
Sorry, but I'm not going to make it on time. I'm stuck in a huge traffic jam. Nothing's moving.
But this is live TV. What do I do?
Just fill in for me, okay? Tell them to go over to Church Street and I'll be there as soon as I can.
Right. Okay. Now it's time to go and see what's going on in Church Street. Was that right?
This cake is amazing. You're so lucky that your mum can bake like this.
I wish my mum owned a cafe. Then I could get loads of free food.
It doesn't really work like that.
Oh look, there's Mia.
Well, she's not going to notice you. She's on her phone as usual.
Oh yeah, she's got a brand new one. Those only came out today. She always has the latest stuff. And she's only a few years older than us.
I didn't know she was back. I thought she was still on holiday in Florida.
Yeah, Zara says that her holiday photos were amazing. She posts cool stuff online all the time. They always get loads of likes.
I didn't know that your sister was friends with Mia.
I wish I had all the cool stuff she has, don't you?
Well, I have to admit she does have some great clothes, but there's more to life than that.
Today's story is about a man called Zacchaeus. There he is, in his house. Zacchaeus worked as a tax collector. That made him a very rich person. A tax collector is someone who makes people pay the money that they owe to the government. In Zacchaeus' time, that was a very unpopular job. You see, Zacchaeus lived a long time ago in a town called Jericho in Israel. Israel had been invaded by the Romans. You may have heard of them in your history lessons. They put themselves in charge of everything and made people pay them money called taxes. Nobody liked the Romans. And they hated tax collectors because they were working for the enemy. Not only was Zacchaeus a tax collector, but even worse, he was also a cheat. When people came to pay what they owed, Zacchaeus would sometimes add a bit extra to their bill and keep it for himself. So Zacchaeus had lots of money, but no friends. That's the choice that he made. One day, Zacchaeus discovered that Jesus was passing through Jericho. He had heard about some of the amazing things Jesus had done, like healing people who were sick or who couldn't walk, and he wanted to see Jesus for himself. A crowd of people had gathered, and unfortunately, because Zacchaeus was quite short, he couldn't see over their heads. Then he had an idea. He ran ahead of the other people and climbed up a tree. He sat on a branch and waited for Jesus and the crowd to walk past. As Jesus was passing by, he suddenly stopped and looked up at Zacchaeus. He was so surprised when Jesus called him by name. Jesus told Zacchaeus that he wanted to spend the day with him. Zacchaeus was so excited, he nearly fell out of the tree. He climbed down and invited Jesus to his house. The people in the crowd were really annoyed when they saw this. "Why has Jesus gone to spend time with such a bad person?" they muttered. "Doesn't Jesus know who he is?" They followed behind to see what would happen. Jesus spent the day with Zacchaeus, just like he said. They talked about many different things. The crowd were expecting Jesus to tell Zacchaeus off for the way he had been living, but he didn't. Instead, Jesus showed him a better way to live, and Zacchaeus realised that he needed to change. Now he knew that being friends with God and treating other people fairly was far more important than earning more money. All of a sudden, Zacchaeus jumped up to his feet and declared to Jesus, "This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take half of everything I own and give it to people in need. And I'm going to pay back everyone I've cheated 4 times as much as I stole." The crowd were amazed by what they heard. Jesus was delighted because Zacchaeus was showing that he really had changed and put his life right with God. Jesus pointed at Zacchaeus and said, "That's why I'm here, to help lost people find God." And Zacchaeus did exactly what he had promised. There's nothing wrong with having stuff. Every good thing comes from God. But the problem starts when our stuff becomes more important than God or other people. Just like Zacchaeus, our lives can be changed when we learn to live God's way, and we can be free from always wanting to have more.
Oh, this is so annoying. I hate being stuck in traffic. It feels like I've been trapped here for hours. Oh, I'm going to be in so much trouble for being late. I thought I'd have enough time for a quick trip to the phone shop on the way to work. Where have all these cars come from? It's all their fault I'm late. Well, and a little bit my fault too, I suppose. But it will be worth it to be one of the first to own this. The latest model of the best phone in the world, released today. Wait until everyone sees me with this. They're going to be so jealous. Oh, it's moving! It's moving! Oh, no, it's not. Right, I'm fed up of being stuck. I'm getting out of here. If I leave the car here and run, I still might be able to make it before the end of the show. What's your problem, mate? This is an emergency. Don't you know who I am? Join us after the break for part 2 of Sharks vs. Aliens.
Oh no, not more adverts.
Fast, stylish, impressive, powerful. This is the car that makes other drivers stare because you are driving the best. And only the best is good enough for you.
Spend your summer holiday relaxing on a beautiful tropical island. Enjoy the golden sun, the clear blue water, and most of all, enjoy making your friends jealous when you post all your perfect holiday photos online.
Have you ever dreamt of being a sports star or top athlete? Wouldn't you love to have the skills to beat the competition and make everyone admire you? Well, here's some good news.
You deserve a home that you can be proud of. A place you can invite your friends to without being embarrassed. We have everything in store to make your dream home a reality. Call us now at
Don't you wish you were the cool kid? The one everyone wants to be friends with? The one everyone wants to be like? Well.
Are you fed up of comparing yourself to others? Caring too much about what others think? It doesn't have to be that way. The Bible says, "Don't be like the people of this world, but let God change the way you think." And that's from Romans chapter 12, verse 2. When we live God's way, we don't need to worry about these things. God shows us that who we are is more important than what we have or what we can do.
I wonder where Mia is off to.
She's probably going to meet up with her friends and do something cool.
I'm not so sure.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't think she has many friends. I think she's quite lonely. I usually see her by herself.
But she's got all this cool stuff and goes to all of these amazing places. Who wouldn't want to hang out with her?
The problem is, it's quite annoying listening to someone boasting about themselves all the time, and people get fed up with it. Then, when they don't want to hang out with Mia anymore, she says mean things about them, which makes things even worse. She seems to care more about her image and her stuff than about other people's feelings.
It would still be nice to have all of those awesome things.
Yeah, it might be, but I feel sorry for her. Having friends is more important than having stuff, and being kind is more important than being cool. Who you really are is much more important than how you look, and sometimes we forget that.
I guess you're right. I've never really thought about it before.
Matt's still not here? Right, we'll have to do it ourselves. Guys, bring on the challenge sign. Remember that living God's way frees us from caring too much about the stuff we have or what others think about us. Well, that says it all, really.
I'm here!